What's good, y'all? Master Yoshi here, and today I'm gonna show you my methods for planning out a motorcycle road trip. Now cue that brand new intro. All right, what's good, y'all? So first off, I only like to plan day trips. I don't like to do anything to where I will need to stay in a hotel because as y'all can see, I travel by myself. So I don't want to go have to stay in a hotel with only one bike there and the possibility of getting it stolen. So I try to limit my trips to under 600 miles so that way I can do it all in one day. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll try to make this as quick as I can. So first off, let's go to my favorite website, motorcycleroads.com. And I'll start from the very beginning. So when you come to this site, basically it just highlights different routes for you to take as a motorcyclist. See, they got the famous Tail of the Dragon here. So go ahead and put in your country, state, or road name. I'm gonna go ahead and put in Alabama. Click on the state, scroll down, and then it'll start loading in different routes. And then right here, as you can see by this key, they'll highlight the number one road in the state in purple. The number one road already popped up. I guess they do the top 5 first, maybe. So, but this is actually in Georgia. I'm over here in northern Alabama. So that doesn't look like it's gonna be too far. Matter of fact, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and try that number one road over here in Georgia. Georgia's Dragon. The Suches Loop. I assume that's how you pronounce it, I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead and blow this up full screen so we can figure out where we need to go. So this is the loop we want. Let's see, it's 42 miles. All right, not too bad. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Google Maps and pinpoint this area right here because I think that'll be a good reference point as to how to get this thing started. Okay, yeah, here we go. We'll use this here. Hit directions. Hit directions. Have that be our starting point. Come back, find Suches again. There it is. Choose our destination. Bam. All right, so not bad, 213 miles. All right, so now you need to keep your motorcycle's fuel range in mind. I know I can get about 150 to 170 miles per tank, but I don't want to push it to the limit, so I don't want to ride on fumes before I fill up. So I like to fill up anywhere between 100 and 130 miles, so I have that buffer in case the gas station I choose is out of service and I can find another one in case anything happens. So Chattanooga looks like it's a big town, so I think that's where I'm going to stop. Yeah, we're going to stop in Chattanooga. So what I'll do is, all right, so we'll exit this, and then from here we will search for Shell gas, because that is the only gas I put in Lucinda. Okay, now going back to here, let's see, we're going along 24, and then it looks like we come on to 75. So here's 24, here's 75. I'm just gonna pick this one here, 4.3 stars. All right, I'm cool with that. So from here, I'm gonna put directions on, make that my endpoint, and put in my starting point, which is Red Lobster. The place with the cheddar biscuits. All right, so 147 miles, 1 hour, 47 minutes, 107 miles. Not bad at all. Okay, so then from there, we're going to duplicate this tab. We're going to make that endpoint our start point and change our destination down by Suches where we wanted to start this whole thing off, which was over here. So we'll click on this. Another 106 miles, I'm cool with that. So now let's find a gas station around this area. So I'll come over here, zoom in a little bit, exit this all out, search for Shell gas. It's the closest one. 4.1 stars, 66 reviews. I'm cool with it. That's where we gonna go. So let me get directions to this Shell from the other shell we were at, which was this one here. We'll copy this, paste it here, hit enter. Bam, 114 miles. All right, I'm cool with that. All right, now we're gonna duplicate this tab to get to our actual riding. We wanna, if y'all remember, the route traced out this here. So we wanna get up to around this area. I'm going to switch destinations again. Clear that out. And pick a spot like right here to get us started on the road. Also, what I like to do is I like to get the street view to make sure there's somewhere I can pull around down here. I want to pull off to down here to make sure my GPS is straight. So I'll zoom in here. I look like this might not be too good of a play. Well, yeah, it looks like there's somebody somewhere over here. That's all I need. Yep, I'm fine with that. So this will be where we stop. All right. So now let me take the street view back off. And again, the route was all of this. So I wonder how far off. Let's see if I drag this over here. Okay, it's not that much of a difference. Just picking a point on here, it can take us either way for this whole loop. So when I'm actually out here, what I'll do is, when I get to this point and I put my GPS back in, I'll just put that shell that we came from back in, and then I'll just continue along this route to get me back. Now, I'll expect my GPS to reroute and get me on this route, but if it doesn't, I'll keep these mental notes in mind that I'm just following 180 all the way down to Highway 60. Okay, and then we got a postal service, or we got this little Wolfpen Gap country store. Okay, and then we'll get on Highway 60. And yeah, so you get the idea. Keep a mental note. Redundancy is always great. Have more than one way to get back to where you're trying to go. So then, yep, this will be where we try to go back. And then from there, we'll just reverse it and get back home. So I'm gonna build a little spreadsheet with all the stops, the mileage, and the time, and so we can see just how long it's gonna take. All right, so I built this little spreadsheet to track everything, each stop, what type of stop it is, how many miles it is, and the time it takes to get there. So all in all, this is a 460-mile trip with 9.3 hours of seat time. So that means 9 hours and 20 minutes. Whew. Hopefully my cheeks don't take a beating. Well, hold on, pause now. Wait a minute. I'm definitely gonna upgrade my seat before I take this trip, but that's about it, man. So hopefully I helped y'all plan your road trips. Make sure that you get your gas stations written down. And another thing that I didn't show you that I like to do is when I am picking gas stations, you know, I like to look at pictures of them to see what type of area we in. Make sure, see, we got hotels over here, you know, make sure there's some, at least a little business around the town, or, you know, look at the map. You know, you want to be standing caught in the backwoods, you know, if you got a little bit of melanin in your skin, but. But other than that, man, I hope I helped y'all. If you have any questions, please drop them down below. Y'all go ahead and have yourselves a blessed day. I ain't got nothing else for you. Master Yoshi out. Peace.